welcome back to the Writer's Block. Still with us are our Sundial guests. So, the future, scary topic. What are some of your plans for the future? Do you want to do something with writing or whatever? Because you're an English major, so kind of what are you thinking about?
I mentioned I don't like talking about the future because I feel like I'm going to jinx it. But like the ideal dream that you're never actually going to achieve is I would like to write comedy for television because that's just something I really enjoy doing, and I really enjoy the television atmosphere, and I think it would be fun. But I mean, the realistic goal is to not be unemployed, to have house and food, and to not be broken. Broke.
Just broken. Just
that too.
I am
your spirit.
By the time you get to by the time you get to those three, you're usually broken. As a person.
Somehow.
So
Aren't
yeah,
you now?
you of
Oh,
course.
God. Can I tell you something, Katie?
Go for
This
it.
terrifies me every single day. Not a day goes by that I'm not scared of the future as a graduating senior. I think I
course.
share that with many of my fellow seniors. I'm moving to New York City in 4 months now. Yes, all the people who won't have to pay for an apartment in New York City. I plan on sort of working day jobs in fun offices and places that serve food, perhaps, while trying to make it as an improviser, stand-up comedian. Eventually, long-term goal, this is like a full 20, 25 years in the future, writing my own movies and maybe scoring them because I am a musician.
Of course.
And I should do something with that.
Yeah, win-win there.
Yeah, win-win-win. Everyone wins except for the people who have to, see it. Be cool, man.
Cool. I'm also terrified of the future. That's the thing. And I am an English major, so I do want to do something with writing. And I leaned towards literary publishing and editing for a while, but I'm also pretty interested in screenwriting comedy for television now that I'm so into it from this. It wasn't a thing I really did before the Sundial, but I've just fallen in love with it so much.
I had no idea you guys were so into screenwriting. You're both planning on being television writers? This has never come up?
That'd be cool, but...
You don't talk to us about the future.
I try to
We don't
avoid
talk about
speaking
the
with you
future.
about
No one does.
non-Sundial related
Everyone's
issues.
afraid.
Professional relationship between me and Ivy and Jackie.
So professional.
So professional
We don't
all
talk
the
about
time.
personal.
So, what would be a dream job? I'm talking like anything. You could do anything. Money's not an option. Just go and do it. You're hired. What would you do?
Oh, boy.
Golly.
That is okay. I'd really like to be a showrunner for a show where I had complete creative control, which is a dream that is yet to be realized by pretty much anyone but like Louis C.K., who's amazing. Thumbs up to Louis. Or writer on SNL is always a dream, but that's a literal dream. People are always, have you guys gotten this whenever you say you're a comedian, people are like, oh, you're all gonna be on SNL someday?
Yeah.
That's like saying, hey, I'm a politician, and your mom going, oh, you're gonna be president someday?
right.
It happens to no one. You don't get hired by SNL.
Right, because I know there is a woman in my hometown. Her sister was actually going to try and be on SNL.
Wow.
And it just didn't work out. But now I think she's writing for Jimmy Kimmel, I think is who it is. It's one of the the late night comedians. There's so many of them, I get them all mixed up. But it's really cool. But yeah, that is a really hard dream, even writing or being on it. But definitely, that'd be really cool. Do you have a dream?
I'd love to just write novels all the time, but that's a hard thing to do if you don't do anything else. Very few people can achieve that sort of success just because of the way it works. But that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I would probably just, I might do the comedy television writing. Maybe I'll get on at Cullen's non-existent show.
Hey, it's won non-existent Emmys. Thank you very much.
Also, I just like Ivy, writing books in general. I have a really good talent to make people cry when I write, so I think I need to use that for something.
Use it for good,
Yes.
not for evil, please. Well, I'll tell you my dream. I would love to be, on the Today Show. That would be the coolest thing ever. That is the super thing. That probably will never happen. But,
Keep it alive, Katie. You're doing great here. I would be on this Today
Show.
Show.
On this Today Show, right
This
now.
not are we not at OSU's Today Show right now?
No.
Sorry to everyone.
So obviously you can't be in the group anymore because
of that thing I did. I killed that animal.
No, because you are a senior and you can no longer. But you two, you're only third year, so are you going to stick with it for as long as you can? Because it seems like you guys really like it a lot. And
oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We already both know we're staying with it.
Like outside of classes, this is like top priority for me. Yeah.
Yeah,
In fact,
definitely.
as a person who's leaving, we've put a lot of our eggs in the basket of these two. I think that one of the big things that we've been trying to focus on a lot in Sundial this year is just having like a longevity to it. And these two, I know I've never said this to you in person, but you're two of the cornerstones of this organization. And next year, when yours truly is gone, thankfully, I'm sure a lot of people are looking forward to it, you guys are going to be running this thing, and it's going to be amazing. In fact, probably even better.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that, you know, it will be alive and well and everybody's keeping it going. That's awesome. So, speaking of the group, let's backtrack a little bit. What exactly do you do to make it this is kind of a broad question, like quote unquote funny? Like, you know, is there a certain kind of method that you use to kind of get it, to make people laugh? Is there like a certain way that you kind of figured it out, how to make people laugh? Like,
You want to know the secret of laughter?
Yes, I do.
Don't worry. We've got it.
You have it.
You got it?
Well, one thing that we talk about a lot is that most pieces of comedy, whether it's like written or sketches or like art or whatever it might be, has like a central game to it. There's like one thing that you're playing to, so you should try your best to make sure everything is like connected in with like your central idea of like what is the funny thing here, making sure that everything matches up with that, so it can be like optimal funny, ultimate funny.
And this
So
is
much.
oh, sorry.
That's okay, I'm done.
I'm so sorry.
I'm done. You can talk now.
It's more of a personal philosophy, but something I try to spread around whenever I can. I believe that comedy is at its core about unexpected understanding. Like a lot of people like to celebrate the random, but in truth, I think that even the random comes from the understanding that this makes no sense in the situation, and it was intentionally that way. All comedy, I think, comes back to this idea that we get what's happening in each other's minds, and we're going to play to that. We're going to try to follow each other and be one step ahead, like a game. Like a game. I guess that's the big word that we're coming up with a lot. So, yeah, that's the secret of laughter.
I like it.
Jackie.
I was just gonna add on to Ivy's mention of the game. Like the editing process kind of helps, like, because when you write a comedic piece, you don't really know, like, this is my game. You just write it and you kind of laugh to yourself in your room alone, because that's how you write comedy.
You don't have to write comedy that way, Jackie. Is that how you
Sometimes
do it?
you're with other people.
Oh,
Every once in a while.
Every once in a while.
You don't have to be alone in a room
You might
either.
still be sad, but who knows?
Still be sad.
Oh, that's nice.
We're so lonely.
Yeah, but the editing process kind of helps because, like, you have someone else who can objectively look at your piece and be like, okay, this is your central funny thing. And if you just did these other tweaks, it would kind of add on to what you're doing.
Do you have any, like, comedic inspirations? Is there anybody that you kind of, like an actor or a writer, you kind of look at and you're like, I want to be that kind of funny? You know, is there anybody who you have in mind that you can think of?
I really like Douglas Adams' Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy in terms of writing. And I know Ivy and I especially do Tina Fey and Amy Poehler, respectively, given our appearances.
Yes.
Yeah, and those are the ones we really look up to in terms of comedy, writing, acting, whatever.
What about you?
My comedy idols' names are Ivy and Jackie.
Oh, that's so nice.
Wow.
No, but in all seriousness.
Wow.
Douglas Adams, once again, I think you hit the nail right on the head there. And Monty Python, I love them.
Of course.
There's so many. There's just so many.
So British humor.
Yeah, I'm a big
especially,
fan of British humor. But to get some American in there, Dimitri Martin's really great. Mike Birbiglia, I think, is really amazing. Dan Harmon's stuff is really amazing. All sorts. Yeah. I could go on.
Well, are you going to go on or can I go? Great. I really like Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh, of course.
I mean, she's like a great host of everything, but at the same time, when she makes jokes, she can always be funny without being mean. And I feel like there's so many people that focus on being negative and being mean to make jokes, rather than she is like about positivity, and I really like that.
What about when she jumps out from behind things and scares
That's
unsuspecting
not mean.
innocents?
No, it's
not- it sounds
harmless.
kinda
It's
mean.
harmless.
Exactly
Everybody
mean.
laughs afterwards.
Oh, we'll let the audience
It's-
decide.
that's
who's right,
harmless.
Okay?
That is
Go to
not a
our
mean
poll.
prank.
Sundial.osu.edu will have a poll.
Are you
Is
gonna
Ellen
make-
DeGeneres a jerk?
Colin
Are
just
you gonna
wanted to
make a
undermine
poll?
my.
Yeah, I'll
right
make
now?
a poll.
Okay.
We're gonna advertise this.
I'm thinking of who
Yeah.
I look up to, and I have no idea. There's so many people. In terms of like anchoring, I guess, because I am a writer. Like I'm an English minor and everything, but this is really what I want to do.
Yeah.
I think probably Katie Couric. I think she's awesome, and we have the same first name. So
Yeah.
there you go.
You're already
Well,
halfway there.
that's all the time we have for Writer's Block. Thanks so much, Colin, Ivy, and Jackie, for coming on the show.
It was our
And
pleasure.
Thanks for
talking about
having
this
us.
Yeah,
and
thank
talking
you so
about your
much.
group, because it sounds like a lot of fun, and I'll definitely be checking you guys out, and I hope our audience does too. And thank you, Buckeyes, for tuning in. See you next time.